Let's go ahead and work on some of these practice problems. So remember, the first step is you need to definitely, first thing, write down the problem, right? And so I've written that down right here. So the next step is making sure you count both sides of the arrows, reactants and product side, to make sure that you have the same amount of atoms on both sides. So put P here for phosphorus and O here for oxygen. And here you don't write the subscripts, you just write the atoms, phosphorus, oxygen. And then on the right side, on the product side, you write them in the same order, phosphorus, oxygen. All right, so you have these down, phosphorus, oxygen. Now you got to write down how many you have on each side. So you see there's no coefficient and there's no subscript. So again, you put a 1 there. So you imagine that's a 1 and a 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Then here you have a subscript of 2, but no coefficient. So then you have 2 oxygen. Right here you see there's no coefficient right there, so you just assume it's a 1. But you see you have a subscript of 4. So this right here is going to be 4 phosphorus. And then here you see you have 10 oxygen, a subscript of 10 for the oxygen. So here you have 10 oxygen. All right, so now what you want to do is see if you have the same amount on the reactant side as on the product side. Left side, right side. So on the left side you have 1 phosphorus. On the right side you have 4 phosphorus. So those are not balanced. On the left side, you have 2 oxygen, and on the right side, you have 10 oxygen. So those are not balanced either. And usually when you have individual atoms like this and you have a molecule like that, it's good to start with the bigger one. So let's start over here. All right, so you see you have, again, 4 phosphorus, but over here you have just 1. All right, so let's look at this. How can we make this 1 right here a 4? And you don't want to make this a lower number. You want to raise the lower number to a higher number, right? So what... Again, if there is no subscript, you just assume there's a 1 there. So this coefficient, it's going to be this coefficient times 1 needs to give you 4. So 1 times what gives you 4? So in this case, 4, right? 1 times any number gives you that number. So 4 times 1 gives you 4 phosphorus. We scratch out this 1. Don't erase it. Scratch it out so you know it was there at one point. And now you have a 4. All right, so now the two balance out, right? Phosphorus 4, phosphorus 4. All right, so cool, those balance. But let's look at the oxygen. You have 2 on the left side, 10 on the right. So how can you make this 2 right here like the 10 on the right side? So again, it's going to be this 2 times something right here needs to give you 10. 2 times what gives you 10? 2 times 5 gives you 10. So you scratch that 2 out, you put the 10, and now the phosphorus, you have 4 on the reactant side, 4 on the product side. So check, they balance. And then on oxygen, you have 10 on the left side, 10 on the right side. Those balance. So this chemical reaction has been balanced. 4 and 4, 10 and 10.